Hello, hello. It is Pirate Weasel back at it again on our challenge run. Attempt number 84. Week 78, we're certainly getting close to the finish line here. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're, like last time I made it to week 87 on my last best attempt. We are 9 weeks away from catching up to that at least.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by.
So we
A
did
glimmer
specifically
of
get the
hope.
Fresh Air in the Tunnels event to try to flesh this week, but unfortunately, looks like that's not going to work out due to the thing from the stars. So I was considering, I was thinking about this earlier today. I think I would like to complete the Flesh before I do the Shrieker, so I can get the Flesh's heart specifically for the Shrieker. This would be a very good trinket to have against the Shrieker on one of the squishier characters. And then I would like to get the Shrieker completed before I do the Drowned Crew, because, well, if I'm bringing Jester, I'd like to have the Ancestral Scroll, but maybe that's a little bit too much to ask right now. Is there any consideration then for me to not just do the Countess this week, in fact? Let's get Hysterical Blindness off. Although... Okay, so definitely bringing this Man-at-Arms to... Honestly, probably both. Well, definitely the Countess. I'm not sure which Man-at-Arms I'm taking to the final boss just yet. Probably this one has to go to the DD1 because it's Lurker. I do have the Wilbur's Flag now. Let me check how much stun chance those DD2 enemies do. Maybe if I just slap the Wilbur's Flag on Man-at-Arms, he's good to just not have these extra stun resist. Templar, Impalers, and Warlords don't have any stuns. It's just the Flesh Hounds, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, Body Slam does do stun. Uh-oh. 150 chance. So, with 50 stun resist and base 100, okay, so with Wilbur's Flag, that should be just enough stun resist, as long as he doesn't crit to never get stunned. Templar Warlord does not do stun, he just does the Doomsday Blight with a Stinger Shot. Wait a second. Stinger Shot does 12 to 17. Stinger Stab does 9 to 20. Huh. And then Doomsday is blighting the whole team. Okay, so it's interesting. The Stinger Stab on the one Templar guy has a lower minimum damage, but a higher maximum damage, so. And then he also has a stun, so he's the more threatening one, I guess. And then the Polyps. They push, they do blights, they mark. The Hounds, they have a 130% stun chance, so even if they crit, they still couldn't stun the Hound. Okay, so I'm just going to take the Lurker Man-at-Arms to the DD2 level, I guess? Even though I do love Hot to Trot. And I'll think about it. Do any of those enemies have, like, mark synergy? It's kind of weird. Like, the Polyps do marks? Oh, so the Polyps and the Hounds have some synergy, but in DD2 they're never in the same fight, which is kind of weird. Okay. Just a little bit of research ahead of time. And trying to see, do I want to stress heal you this week or heal the disease off? Probably heal the disease off. Same with this Vestal. Let's get Vampiric Spirits off. Let me wait to decide what I want to do as far as quests this week, though. So it has to be either this Cove quest or the Courtyard. Is there any reason I wouldn't do the Courtyard this week? It would be this Mana Arms. And where's my Shield Breaker that I would take? Hard Skin, Quick Reflexes, Clotter, Eldritch Hater, Hot to Trot, Slugger. Hot to Trot. I do like these two quirks. Clotter, Hearts. I feel like because Mana Arms is just... I don't care about too much about defense versus the Countess fight, because Mana Arms literally guarding her every single round. Blutomania has to come off if we were to take her, so it'd probably be the other one with no bad quirks, yeah. So this would be the shield breaker we take to the Countess. The Vestal. Which Vestal would they be taking here? Manslayer, Eldritch Slayer. This Vestal has to get leveled up to 6, so it wouldn't be this one, it would be one of the other two Vestals. Probably just the hard noggin one. Yeah, because their other quirks are not very impactful in the Courtyard. Beast Hater might get some use. Oh, but Light Sensitive and Tone Deaf makes me opt for the other. Yeah, okay. So yeah, let me commit to doing the Cove this week. Which means I'm going to get the damage increase buff if I do complete this quest, which will make me want to do the Champion Crew next week, which means we'll have to do that without the Ancestral Scroll from the Shrieker, and maybe that will just be fine, because we really want to utilize the plus damage event if possible, and we do have to get some of these level 4s to level 5 as well. Does anyone need a stress heal? Doesn't look like it. Dacnymania needs to come off at some points. Let me look at the lower level people first. This is just a rando I picked up this week. This one should be okay. Why do I have stuff equipped to him already when he's not in my party? Oh, because I opted to take the Vestal instead. Okay. This one should be fine. I would like to get Night Blindness off, actually. These I don't care about. Beastslayer makes her actually pretty decent against the Shrieker, so I'm thinking, like, these 3 quirks are great against the Shrieker, so I think I will bring her against the Shrieker. And then hopefully taking 2 accuracy trinkets, like the Hell's Hairpin and the Moonring, will offset the minus accuracy from Rabies. I feel like I still want to make it work. Misses the Spot should come off at some points, but it's not like a huge priority. Mercurial, kind of annoying. I said I was taking Witch Vestal to the court. Let's make sure that she doesn't have any bad quirks for the Courtyard. And this one, so Sickly doesn't matter there. Jester's good. Anemic should come off if I'm taking this Plague Doctor to the Flesh. So good thing I caught that, and then I might not need to take this Plague Doctor out again after that. There's not really that many great quirks on her besides Quick Reflexes. Let's definitely get Anemic off though. And then I could take this Vestal against the Flesh, possibly, to get her to level 5, I mean level 6. I could just get Night Blindness off before I have to go out with him again. It's a little bit cheaper for my gold right now. When am I getting this stuff off, though? That's another question. Fear of Eldritch. Fear of Eldritch simply means I can't take this Shieldbreaker to the Wield or to the Shrieker. Maybe that's okay. Oh, you know, I could take this one to the Shrieker too. Hot to Trot, Night Owl. Thank you very much, Banditron. Thank you for the luck as always, as I will surely need it. I think I might regret not taking this off sooner. This may be of an... This may be of some impact to me if I want to do the Shrieker soon. So it's between Slugger, or Night Blindness, and Fear of Eldritch. Effectively, Night Blindness is really doing what? Shaving off 1 damage, really at most. Unless I crit, then it's like 2 or 3 damage. Fear of Eldritch just makes her useless in some situations, so let's get rid of this. Mika 1984. Back on this stream again? Yeah, I'm pretty consistent here. What, were you streaming just now? Were you the one I rated last night? I can't remember. You don't have any of your videos up. Or are you just a viewer? Sorry, I forget everyone sometimes. Let's go. Yeah, you're welcome for the stream, as always. So yeah, I think I'm locked into this quest this week. So the goal will be to get the Gentle-Tide Vent, block Wolf, and then go for the Drowned Crew next week. As long as Thing from the Stars doesn't cuck us like he did this week. And Vestal is still... Okay, yeah. So you in rank 4, Vestal in rank 3. Abomination can take the map here. Leper is just chillin'. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it sucks a little bit not to have the Ancestor Scroll versus the Drowned Crew, just because I'm bringing Jesters, so the ability to swap the Ancestor Scroll into Jester for extra stress heal when camping is super nice, but we could be okay without it. We'll have to make do. Dactomania, I said also should come up at some point. Maybe I just heal the extra stress off you for now, for 2500. Potentially get a minus stress buff. Would actually be pretty nice. I am taking this Occultist to the Prophet. So Heartskin is nice. God-fearing. So yeah, let's try to roll a stress reduction buff from the Transept here. That could be a little bit impactful actually. If I had like infinite gold, like I sometimes would at this point, I would actually just throw someone in the Penance Hall too to try to get a % damage buff. But the odds of someone getting stuck there for no reason makes me not want to do that idea. Okay, so our skills, trinkets, Mooncloak should be good here. We got Psych Up, the Quickening. Moon Ring, Ethereal Crucifix should be pretty good. Let's get a read on our quirks here. Natural Eye, Hard Noggin, Twilight Dreamer. Okay, so hopefully we get to stun a lot of double stealth shamans in the back row. That'll be really fun to do with Plague. I've never really had the opportunity to have a Twilight Dreamer Plague Doctor in a late game like this. That should be really fun to do. We do have to watch out for the Tide Pools. Like, 9 times out of 10 I feel like the Tide Pools just give you resistance, but sometimes you could have some disease. So I am going to slap the Cure on him by default. We are in low infestation still, that's good. Eldritch Slayer is really nice here. Hot to Trot, Luminous, great. Kleptomaniac means we might not be able to backtrack on some of the locked chests. Alright, let's get to it here. Oh, that raid was cracking me up to a fast shot. That was the most rewarding raid I've ever done. It was literally so entertaining. We hopped in like the perfect moment for the sequence of awful events that unfolded for that guy. And the mods he was using for the sound effects were so funny. I was cracking the fuck up. I'm jealous I don't have those mods. Shovels, antivenoms, bandages. You know what? Let's bring one more bandage. Herbs, keys, holy waters, laudanum. Don't need blood. Anything I want to sell? Do I want the Ancestor's Portrait? Anyone? I don't think that would really be good. Yeah, the Fanatic is the... I would say it's the hardest... Like, there's so much variance in that fight. I would definitely say it's one of the hardest, if not the hardest boss fight of the game. Which is why my entire early game on all of my campaigns is pretty much based around getting a good team infected early and then saving them for the Fanatic. So I always try to do Fanatic before I take on the Baron. That way if I lose to him, I'm only wasting like 25 weeks as opposed to 80 weeks, which most other players doing this challenge with me seem to not agree with that strategy, which is fair enough, but I definitely plan like most of my early game around that fight just because of how hard it is. I don't think I'm ever going to use 2 focus rings, but it feels kind of weird to sell them. I guess I'll hold on to them for now. Alright, let's get to it. And I gotta remind myself that the run could literally end at any time. Any given round, I gotta remember the run could end here with a little bit of bad luck. Easily end at any time. Like it did, excuse me, like it did for my week 87 run.
Abhor the warding
Kind of an awkward
Let us
map,
claim this place anew.
but okay. Not a great shuffle. It's pretty annoying. It's not likely to kill this. I think I'm better off just blighting this thing. So maybe we just debuff the potential tidal damage from this guy. None of it seems good, honestly. Plague Doctor is stunned for next turn, so I can't even do anything with the... I'd like to knock this thing back so I can actually stun this jellyfish with Abomination. Move resist is pretty low on this thing, so let's do that. Speed at 8, so might just want to stun this. Then next turn I can stun the Uga Crab. Hey, Pixel Latte. Made it just in time. Who is so much prod? The Uga Crab? It's the king of prot. 50%. So he already took her turn. I'm kind of tempted to blight, but I would just stun this thing with a pretty good chance. I could just kill these things with Plague Doctor next turn. If I stun this with Vestal and then blight next turn with Plague Doctor, just start smacking into this thing, I guess. Yeah, maggots. I mean, maggots are maggots, like, it's whatever.
Impressive.
I was naked, yeah. You always have some kind of blight in the...
Blossoms.
Like, either you have a shield breaker or you have a plague doctor or something that does blight, so the maggots are really never an issue with the armor, I feel like. I don't know how much this guy can crit for, but... yeah, I guess I'll debuff him even once.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I guess it doesn't matter which position they are in now. They can do the same things now. I'm not going to try bothering to stun this guy with Vestal. Only Abomination can really pull that off.
A powerful blow.
Alright, I can start stacking speed on Leper. Maybe it'll last to the next room fight. There is one. Do gotta be careful, I don't have any stress heal with this team, so let's actually try to get the kill on Vestal. If possible, which means the speed buff is not gonna last anyway, probably.
Sedated.
So even the Divine Dazzling Light should kill. What has a higher crit chance? Judgment and Dazzling Light have the same crit chance, but Dazzling Light has higher accuracy.
A victory.
Cool. Exactly as planned.
Turning point.
Unfortunately, I can't really afford to pick up anything right now. I have to prioritize my safety for a veteran dungeon. And because Leper has Klepto, it also makes backtracking a little bit awkward, but what can you do? Oh, please, come on. Not every time. Okay, he's a good target for the stress because he's one of the only ones that can stress seal anyway. Let's try to lower her speed actually, so that Plague Doctor's a chance of stunning first thing next turn. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully she uses like a buff on one of the teammates. She's guaranteed to go first now. I can't do anything to her. Let's try to whittle this guy down then. Or her. Next turn, Plague Doctor is going to gonna have to blight because this guy has too much stun resist now, so I'm gonna throw down the blight here, so maybe I can judgment her with Vestal. Okay, that's good. I care mostly about stress. She has a speed of -8 now, so speed of 3 means I can probably just leave her alone for the time being. This thing has a 60% chance of being stunned. Okay, good crit.
Executed.
So Leper should be able to hit Intimidate one more time before she has a chance to go, and hopefully that's enough for Plague Doctor to kill her here. And Abomination finishes this guy off with Blight. Does 2 damage plus 4, that's 6. That's not almost enough, but not quite. Could go for another stun, it's probably going to be better. I have a 155 chance. He has only a 25% chance of stun, may not be worth it. Speed of 7, speed of 5. If I roll 8 damage though, this could work. Okay, actually it's perfect amount. Okay, perfect.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
They both have stun resist now, unfortunately, so let's just top people off. I have not gotten crit yet. I don't believe. Start working off some of the stress. We can stun the Vestal here. Hey there, first time chatter, Crypsis. Thanks for joining. Thank you, thank you. I will definitely need the luck. Okay, let's continue shaving off the stress. That's why it was lucky that he was the one targeted by. Oh, that sucks.
Unbalanced.
It's fine. Okay, got the warning, so he's dead now.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Nice, okay. Unfortunately, they're not healing each other's stress with their crits. Good, some scouting. Potential room battle, could be the Shambler.
A dizzying fall.
I mean, hallway battle. I actually think I want to drop a shovel here so I can take the map off for this potential Shambler fight. Am I going to have enough shovels though? I do not actually know. Where's the quest? Okay, there's a quest location here, fortunately. I think there could be 5 blockages for a dungeon this long. I guess I'll keep the shovel and take 10% more stress. For the Shambler, maybe Hue is better. It's not the worst comp. Plague Doctor's always really solid versus Shambler. So is Abomination. Vestal is just kind of well-rounded to top everyone off, stun the tentacles. Leper's the only real liability if he gets shuffled by Centaurius Laments. But hitting a Purge on a Tentacle is pretty nice because then Plague Doctor can double blight or double stun something. Yeah, I don't even, I forgot the odds. I'm not even gonna try to remember because it's like, what's the point? It's not gonna change how I play.
Annihilated.
Good. I'm glad they're giving passive stress heal off.
A decisive
Sweet.
pummeling.
They're almost back down to 0 stress. I think I want to try to get my speed buff up a little. No, I don't think it matters enough for... Like, maybe this will let Leper go a little bit faster on the next room battle.
Continually onslaught. Destroy.
Look at all this nice loot I don't get to pick up. Even though I'm dirt poor. I don't even know what I would be fishing for here. Like food? Extra food? Not like I really need extra food. Let's see what's up.
Glittering
Shovel.
gold, trinkets and baubles.
Too bad I didn't take the other ruby.
Paid for in blood.
Didn't have space for it though. So we do get to keep that speed buff for 1 round here. How many times have I had the Shambler in the old road? I think only 1 time. And that was just like an instant restart, so didn't really register in my brain that much. Okay, this exact formation is why the combination of Plague Doctor and Vestal is so nice. It can like prevent so much incoming damage in addition to just allowing us to, like, if imagine you had this comp with a occultist healer instead of Vestal. Like, you cannot out-heal all this damage. This is why I literally took Vestal this week instead of the Occultist I had. So I'm pretty happy with that decision. Yeah, let's just triple stun, I guess. They're even rolling first. It's crazy. Plague Doctor has Feather Grist and everything.
Decimated.
We try to always hit the guys that can't be stunned. Hit the guys that have already been stunned, because you can't stun them the next turn. So I might as well kill them now. That's some basic gameplay you kind of pick up naturally.
Obliterated.
I do have a 50% chance of double stunning here. Alright, that's the first attack these guys have gotten off, which is pretty nice. 4 groupers, and they only get to attack twice, I guess. Well, technically 3, but he dodged it.
Sedated.
He's stunned for the next round, so let's just try to lower this guy's speed and finish him off.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Hopefully he doesn't go first.
Slowly. Gently. This is how a life is
Okay,
taken.
another potential Shambler. I'm kind of interested in picking up the Deeds. The Athenia might be a pipe dream, though. The Occultist Plague Doctor District. May not be entirely reasonable to try to get that before the end of the game here. I might just free up, well... I do need gold as well. This is a pretty tough decision here. But seeing as I don't see any blockages here, I think 4 shovels should be more than enough. But then again, I think not. So we'll take off the map while we're just walking. We do have a little bit of a speed buff, so this is where Ablutomania could have triggered. In this case, I think I will try to get some resistance on someone. 70-80 here, 160, 80-80, 90-60, 80-80, 70-80, 160, okay. Let's take this on Vestal, maybe. That really sucks, so I have to spend camp points now. Yeah, maybe it wasn't even worth going for. I feel like the odds of getting these are so low from this, though. I think I was just a little bit unlucky there. Alright, we have a little bit of speed with Leper here. Let's try to make use of it. Okay, no Shambler. Oh, and there's the quest item, too. I'm excited to see when I can stun a double stealthed Shaman formation here. That'll be really fun. Murph and Turf 17. Good afternoon to you. Good evening to the folks in my time zone. What's going to be the smartest thing here? Again, I think stress is the #1 biggest concern, so I'm going to dump all my resources into this guy back here.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Perfect decision making there, huh? Now this guy's gonna be the most annoying. Double stun. Perfect.
A death by inches.
Nice try, Vestal. This team is fairly... Like, this team had stress, but I guess we do have 2 forms of stress healing here. That's been working out pretty good. Speed is already 7. I should just kill him though.
Destroyed.
That should land. I am Central Time. What part of the country are you from, Murph? Or what part of the world, I should say?
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Okay, cool. Maybe the quest will be done pretty soon. No scouting, unfortunately. Maybe in that case I take Incision. You know what, I'll take Incision in case we get shuffled to the front or something. I'll put them in rank 3. Just for the unscouted portions of the map.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
Okay, so, same deal. Just put the map back on. Oof. I might want to camp after our next fight, depending on how things go. Running kind of low on herbs now.
Foul invention.
Alaska, goddamn.
Another mariner.
Alaska is so far away in my
Another
mind.
misfortune.
Must be like a whole different country out there. I am pretty ignorant as to Alaskan culture and life. But maybe it's like everyday living due to globalization. Okay, this is scouted now, so let's get our skills back to normal. Gotta be careful of Vessel Afflicting, so we might have to camp after this. Okay, she targeted him though. Let's throw down some Blight, debuff her speed, and hopefully Plague Doctor can clean her up like always. Unless we just snipe her again with the Judgment. Okay, yeah, she's dead now. Really liking how that's been played out. Okay. Fair enough, we haven't gotten many crits on us so far, so it's perfectly fair, I think. Oh wow, did not get the double stun there. It's fine. Just had a snowstorm last couple days. No snow for tomorrow, but another 8 to 16 inches of snow starting Sunday to Tuesday. God damn. There's no shortage of exercise then, huh? Don't even really need to work out when you're just fighting against nature like that.
Precision and
It's pretty cool stuff. I've been with my girlfriend. I've been watching some videos of people that live in like the coldest city in Earth, Siberia. It just amazes me, like the conditions that some people live in. Let's actually pump up our stress a little bit.
the ground quakes. A momentary abatement.
That's a pretty annoying debuff. Might be a good time just to camp and get some battle buffs up. Get the red plague off, actually. We haven't hit like a single... Guys, we made like a single hunger check this entire dungeon. And we have such a surplus of food, it's like... The game always does this to us when we don't need it. And then During the early game, when I'm praying for no hunger checks, we just get slammed with them. That's alright, that's the nature of how things go. 18 crit heal, goddamn. Wow, double stun on the Vestal. Didn't need it, but I'll take it.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden. This expedition at least.
If I get a
promises
Shambler here, I'll be
success.
happy that I camped. So let's go ahead and do that. We have Sanctuary, we have Leeches, we have Reflection, and then maybe the Quickening would be really good against the Shambler too.
Huddled together.
Finally some
and
room
vulnerable.
for
Rats in a maze.
stuff as well. Let me just see how bad this is. Minus HP, minus bleed resist, minus crit. She was still critting like crazy, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, by the way, look at that nice 14 camp skill points. I do regret getting the bonfire instead of the cartographer's camp, I think, after having that discussion with Ash. But it's still nice to have. It's probably allowed me to do some more things I normally wouldn't be able to. So I don't want ambush. Let's get some extra accuracy and stuff on Leper. I think the Quickening would be nice here, and then, yeah, so without the Respite points, I would not be able to use the Quickening here. But I think the Quickening will be very nice. It can really help him outspeed the Tentacles if we do run into Shambler. Okay, I would like to cure off some of this stuff, I guess. Not that these two really matter at all. Maybe these are going to be more impactful. Ablutomania. Let me actually double check Ablutomania. So Fountain Curios. Most of the Fountain Curios are Room Curios that don't get triggered by quirks. There's the Brackish Tide Pool, the Damn Fountains, and the Crimson Court, which is not going to matter. God, it's literally just the Brackish Tide Pool, so nah. Not that interested. Winded. Okay, that was the second best quirk to remove. I think it was locked in as well. So that's nice. I think I can toss a Shovel at this point to take the map off of Abomination. If I do run into the Shambler, it does suck if he does get afflicted, because then he transforms back into his human form for some reason. Okay, this is great. You love to get the Shieldbreaker's Nightmares out of the way early so that you give snakes a chance to spawn in regular battles after that. These battles are not that threatening to me because there's no stress casters among the snakes, and there's a really good chance of them dropping extra scales for you. Scales are so valuable for a challenge run like this. I really appreciate it. So we're actually gonna... So Plague Doctor does have Twilight Dreamer. He could blight the snake, but I'm gonna stun the backline snake with Plague Doctor, and then stun here where Plague Doctor cannot stun. But then again, Vestal... Okay, these guys have pretty high speed, so yeah, let's stun first and ask questions later. I could probably de-stealth this snake and then stun him with Vestal if I get my ordering right. Yeah, these snakes are the most threatening out of all the snakes. Their repose is bad, their attacks do a lot of damage, they have a lot of health and proc. These ones aren't that bad. I used to think these guys did more damage, but I don't even think that's really the case. Oh, he does have pretty high crit while stealth. I don't know that I ever actually noticed this buff. So yeah, let's de-stealth here. Maybe I even want to pop a Holy Water. But even if he gets crit, it wasn't like that much. Because the snake is slow too, I think I should just heal up the cultist, the leopard. Yeah, not much chance of lighting this guy. Worth a try though. Try to smack this guy while he's still stunned so the post doesn't come in. $95, they all have the same stun resist. There could be some value in trying to blight them here. We have 130 base, so it's a 70% chance to blight. Kind of shreds through their armor a little bit more efficiently if I can do that. Plus, okay, yeah, see, it's 20 points of blight right here. Okay. It's not quite as threatening when he's not stealthed. Can I just blight you for once? Oh no, his blade is even stronger than... Okay, I see what's going on though. His blight resists a lot stronger than these two, that's why I was failing it so much. You know what, that might have not been the right move, because now Plague Doctor isn't in a position to stun these snakes anymore. Probably should have thought a little bit more carefully about that. They both have stun resist now, so we'll just top everyone off.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
He bled me through the crucifix. So if he got crit twice... Oh man, imagine this guy just got crit twice, and he just took his turn. Like I said, the run could end at any time. But he was at full HP, and they were both stun resisted, so not much I could really have done to play around that, I don't think. I could pop a Holy Water now, but then again I could just stun here and the snake is dead. In which case, why don't I Bluto Mania? Because I'm gonna blight here, or I could hit here. Now let's get the stun here first. Let's try to kill the snake off. Okay, good. He's stunned for the next round. Yeah, but if I'm at full HP, the only thing I could have done differently was back in the Hamlet, slapping a defensive item on him instead of the map. But out of these two, I think Vestal needs the protection a little bit more. But maybe she doesn't, because the cave lepers in the front hit harder than the ones in the back, I believe. So it's kind of hard to say. But yeah, that was definitely a potential death if I got 1 or 2 crits in the snakes. There's no battle coming up here. Nice, he's dead.
Compassion is a rarity.
Nice, that's what I was fishing for. Nice little crit for stress you there. Cool, we got this thing.
As victories mount,
and the scale.
so too
Okay,
will resistance.
We're cooking. Oh, I love that sound effect when you add it to in your inventory. Hell yeah, another scale. No scouting is a bit unfortunate, as always. Let's take Incision then, in case we get shuffled, put them in rank 3. Okay, there it is. That's why we took Incision, by the way. We kept all our Holy Waters for this. So we do have a slight chance at stunning the Shambler here. Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay. Oh, actually, I didn't need to pop that here. I should have waited a turn. So here's a question. Whether I want to increase my accuracy or increase my speed. Or just hit for a lot of damage. I do have Hot to Trot. Because I have Hot to Trot, I think I hit for damage here. Then I can, next turn, I can do one of the other things. Oh yeah, this is where we transform, by the way. Get ourselves back in position. This is exactly why we brought, well, no, it's not why we brought him, but it's why I like to see Abomination versus Shambler. I think because of how infrequently I play Abomination, I've only been able to use him against Shambler one time my whole life. And it was great because he just raked the tentacles to death. Okay, now we start popping Holy Waters. He has 5 speed. If he gets 7 speed, let me check the speed of the tentacles. It's been a while since I actually looked up Shambler's wiki page. So the Clapper Claws in Veteran have a speed of 11. If I'm not going to ever outspeed the tentacles, then I could just give myself an accuracy. He already has a lot of accuracy from his camp, though. I just want some flat damage on the Shambler, honestly. Okay, good resist. And this is why the Quickening is so good, by the way. The Quickening actually allows us to consistently outspeed the tentacles here. So Rake gives Rake, like it hits the first 2 ranks and also gives bonus damage the next time we Rake. So it's really nice. My Plague Doctor is actually able to outspeed. Hopefully he doesn't. Oh god. This sucks. Like, what the hell is that? This is the worst shuffle possible, kind of. Oh, maybe I should have smacked the tentacle with Leper, but I didn't think it could be this bad, man. And he can just lament us again this turn, too. Oh. Was that really a misplay? I was banking on the lament not being this bad if he did lament us. What can I even do here? What's my turn order going to be? It's you, then Plague Doctor, then Vestal, then maybe Leper. If I don't kill the tentacle, he might just lament us again. Vestal is not doing anything interesting. The Rake plus damage is for 3 rounds, which is nice. I really kind of want to hit the tentacle. This is so bad. This means we might afflict during this fight, unfortunately. If I pass turn, then I could move Plague Doctor back. But then Abomination is not going to be able to do anything next turn either. I really want to start hitting Rakes every turn if I can. Oh, this might be one of the hardest turns I've had to take in a while. So let's think about our options. We either... It's never going to be Transform, so we either pass turn or we move forward. If we pass turn, Plague Doctor can either smack the tentacle or move back. He'd probably want to move back so Leper can get the position. And then Vestal will have to move back. Then next turn, a bomb is stuck in the back row and he has to move forward. And of course, if we don't kill the tentacle with Leper this turn, we just get Lamented again, possibly. Lament might actually be good for us if he uses it again, because then we get shuffled in for a better... We get a better shuffle, potentially. God, this sucks so bad. We also get increased stress from passing turn. This is A-Bomb's weakness, it's being in the back row. Shambler only has 42 health left. This is such a tragedy. I think I need to get A-Bomb in the position to rake next turn, potentially. If I hit the tentacle and kill it, then he just summons 2 more new ones, which also kind of sucks. I can move Plague Actor backward to put A-Bomb in the position to rake, or move forward to put Vestal in a position to stun, or hit something here. I could try to hit the Shambler and then I could just rage. At least if A-Bomb is in rank 3, he still has access to rage. But then Leper... No, I want to move someone back so Leper can move forward one. His entire turn is just shuffling, and I might just get shuffled back anyway. Okay.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
Damn it.
Reeling, gasping, taken over the edge.
I think I actually need to get some damage in on Shambler with Plague Doctor. Let's remember to use our scales wisely. Damage, 150% damage, damn. Good. Okay, that's good. Good. Not great.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Okay, that's good. He doesn't turn back into human because of that. We get to blight both the Shambler and the Tentacle now, which is good. Oh my god!
Anger is power. Unleash it.
Oh my god. I really want to kill this Tentacle. The odds, I have a 31% chance of missing it. Even if he crits Vestal to Death's Door, it's not gonna... Well, then Leper has nothing to do, so I might as well heal and kill this with Leper, I guess. Or try to. Okay, I think we got it, man. Speed of 1, I should be able to kill him with 5 damage. Boom, baby! Oh, good lord. Okay, I gotta make some notes, because I didn't even put down my notes for this week. We're taking PD, Vestal, A-Bomb, Leper. I do think switching out the Noxious Blast for Incision did work out a lot better there. It allowed Plague Doctor to do something in initial turns when she was in ranks 1 and 2. We're in the Cove, Veteran. Medium. Ran into Shambler right after camp. Got a stun off with A-bomb. Got a bad shuffle. Got the worst shuffle. But then rolled 2 virtues after Vestal Afflicted and defeated Shambler. Yeah, hell yeah, that was more than 5 damage. Oh. I'm not too interested in anti-venoms now, honestly. That was really only, those are really only for the Shambler. These are like ranged attacks. Okay, I can swap Steady Bracer onto Abomination when we're not scouting, even though he's got plenty of accuracy already. I still think gold is going to be... Running out of gold this late into the game would be pretty bad. I think I'm still going to value gold more than heirlooms for now. Of course, I could just eat food as well. Should I just eat 8 food in everyone? Maybe.
Laden with loot are often low on
I
supplies.
do need the map now. I could put the Tentacle Idol onto Leper, but he seems like he's probably not going to afflict anytime soon. I will regret it though if he afflicts without me having this on him. But the Crucifix could... You know what? Hold on. I feel like hitting... Like, Leper's not been hitting for damage very much against the regular room battles. He's mostly just been debuffing the back enemies, so I think Tentacle Idol might actually be a little bit more impactful for a potential virtue roll. You have minus speed for 3 rounds, but you still have the quickening, so I don't care about that debuff. And this is still unscouted. Okay. Okay, super good that we didn't get shuffled here. I kind of wish we had the Crucifix now, but...
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
It's alright. That really sucks. It's not good at all.
Eradicated.
We have 70% chance of double stun here. Okay, good. %25 chance of triple stun. The damage from Manacles is comparable to Beast Spile anyway. Oh wow, did not expect that. That's nice. Ooh, oh yeah.
it.
It's dead. Yeah, I guess I don't care about his stress as much since it's already virtue. Just make sure he doesn't take the next return. Now let's try to get another round of stress healing onto Leper.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious
Still
killer.
no scouting. Quite unfortunate. That means I have to go in this room now. Actually, I kind of want to go in this room just to see if I can get a scout and eliminate the possible need to go in this room. Oh, I do need the holy water for this curio. Okay. Maybe I get rid of the steady bracer. I'm not keeping that after this. Nah, it should just be the emeralds. Come on, man. Huh? She doesn't take them when she's afflicted? She doesn't steal them? That's interesting. We're still unscattered. We're taking the same lineup. Her stress is getting kind of up there, unfortunately. Please don't shuffle me. Thank goodness. It all worked out. Oh, she's... yeah, good point. Let's try to eke some extra loot out, but we're gonna have to be really careful with Vestal's stress here. I might just walk all the way back for those known areas. And if I need to take a scouted hallway battle, I might do that. It's not that much loot on the way back, but it's something. I know there's a oyster here. Probably won't be able to cycle any of them to 0 stress, but maybe we can get Plague Doctor to a somewhat lower stress. And veteran dungeons are still no joke. Mainly because of the increased Shambler spawn. That's our last herb, that's perfect. We brought just enough.
Handsome reward.
It is a very handsome reward,
well
actually.
performed.
Yeah, we have enough slots to do some trinket math if we need to. I said we need the shovels. The bandages can be used for some hallway fights maybe. The gold would be nice, but it's only 250. God, he's one stress away from rolling something. Hopefully we have enough food to make it to that curio again. All these empties. Okay, so the food will last now for sure. Alright, see what you get. Thank you, Tentacle Idol, you actually did something for once.
I Anger is power. Unleash it.
Cool, that's out of inventory. I know that we don't need a shovel for this curio. What was this? Okay. Let's get rid of the shovels first, and then we'll open that curio. Oh, we should have known we don't need the keys either, though. I think these are worth the same amount that the shovels are. Yeah, pretty damn lucky as far as virtues this run. Oftentimes on these campaigns, like, the amount of times a virtue or two saves me makes me shudder to think like how badly the campaign or the dungeon could go if I had not gotten that luck, you know. Like, imagine these two had not got rolled virtue. Would I still have even dared to press on and complete this quest? Maybe not. But at the very least, we have enough leeway to escape multiple weeks if we need to. So even if I did have to retreat and not get those virtues, we'd still be in decent shape. 16k gold, not bad. Plus the Shambler Trinket. So at the end there, we also barely made it to last quest item with Vestal at 140 stress. Rolled the last virtue on Leper with Tentacle Idol. Situomania, it's not great. Okay, so let's see if Think of the Stars is gonna cock block our crew quest this week. It's a nice chunk of gold for us. Okay, we're actually back in the groovy when it comes to the gold. Love to see that. Oh, and I forgot we also have the set for the Shieldbreaker 2 now, which isn't half bad. What else do we get just now? Steady Bracer, we can sell that. Maybe we should have actually kept that for the Shrieker potentially. What was our quest reward this week? Oh yeah, this thing. Okay, so this week we made about 7,000 gold from the bank again. So, okay, we're kind of back to being fine with gold again. I'll say that I'll regret my words as soon as I have to upgrade some champion stuff. Okay, cool. So we do have a clear path to the Drowned Crew this week. So I think I will utilize that plus damage buff for the Drowned Crew. The last campaign I got week 87, I actually lost the entire campaign on the walk to the champion crew, so I was tempted to take the exact same team and just play it a little bit more carefully, but I think now that I'm going to do this a bit differently. I'm going to play a different team. So instead of Highwayman, I'm just going to rely on the riposte value from Man-at-Arms combined with the damage buff from the Plague Doctor. I think, yeah, Highwayman dying to like the 4 grouper formation is like I did last time, is my biggest fear, so I'm playing a team that is not going to allow that to happen, while still utilizing my preferred Jester dodge tank strategy against the Anchorman. Yeah, this is a really good Vestal for this crew fight. Eldritch Slayer is good for the fish, Manslayer, Unholy Slayer is good for the crew themselves. Vestal's always getting the map. This is where Answers to Scroll would have been nice on Vestal instead of Salacious Diary, so that she could swap it with Jester. Jester's just getting as much dodge as possible. Take this good old standard on the Plague Doctor here. And let's think for a little bit about Men-at-Arms. If I had the Crimson Quartz set here, I probably would have run it. Crucifix doesn't do anything against the boss. Because I have a Jester, I maybe shouldn't worry as much about stress trinkets on Man-at-Arms. I could just go Moon Cloak, Moon Ring. Or I could just opt for Surgical Gloves instead for more crit. Man-at-Arms base damage is not that high, so crit is probably more impactful. Plus, we have the accuracy boost from the Jester. This is the team I've been workshopping in my head for this fight. I didn't level up Rampart? It's weird. So let's grab one of these level 2 people to round out my apprentice team. Who would be the best addition? Jester could make sense, for we got like Gestal and then Highwayman Bounty Hunter. Man-at-Arms could make sense, make it a little bit safer with the guard. I think I like the idea of Man-at-Arms a little bit more than Jester. So we just dropped this rando that we picked up somewhere. Our other occultist is kind of better.
Send this one to journey elsewhere, for we have need of sterner stock.
Situamania has to come off, so you'll skip the Abbey for now. Kind of want to give you a stress heal also. Like the hitting the stress reduction buff on him will be so good against Wolf specifically. Something like this, I think. Might as well lock in Hard Skin. I can't imagine other... You know what, I'll leave that for now. Maybe I get like Eldritch Shader or something. I mean, he has time. I could spare the gold. Then again, he's level 4 now. It'd be cheaper to lock this in now. A little more efficient. Hard Skin is going to be great against the Prophet, which is the fight I'm going to use him on. Yeah, it's not much. There's only one coral. Let me grab Encourage on Man-at-Arms just cuz. don't think I'm using Retribution in this dungeon, just until the boss. I'll put Retribution on for the boss, but until then, no. Weapons practice doesn't do anything because it doesn't hit himself. Maintain equipment might actually be worth it for this boss. We'll see. Could do something like this for the Jester, like he hits Battle Ballad, then he dodge tanks, then he hits Finale. We'll see how I like that. So the only last decision I have to make is who I'm putting in the other slot here. We might as well get rid of Inui now too. Now I'm kind of back and forth on Rabies, because if I do want to take Hellion versus the Shrieker, which seems like it would be good, because she gets Eldritch Hater bonus and Beast Slayer bonus and Slugger. Beast Slayer already gives her some extra accuracy, plus she gets 2 accuracy trinkets from Hell's Hairpin and the Moon Ring. I think the rate 10%, 15% damage is nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that on. Mercurial has to come off at some points. Night Blindness I wanted to take off. Don't care about the level 1s and 2s. Misses the Spot should come off. Lutomania, don't care about. Yeah, I've been saying this for a while. Let's get rid of Night Blindness. And I don't know if I want to unlock an Eldritch Hater. I think so, because minus 15% stress is pretty decent in the Wield, where I'd probably be taking him to get the bonus damage event for the Hag. It's good against the Shambler. What about Gifted, though? You know what? Maybe I was sleeping on this. Gifted might actually be worth locking in on Flatulence. If any of you have an opinion on that, speak up. Let's see. Still in low infestation. So Plague Doctor Trinket we already got. Vestal one, we'd rather have the map. Jester one, I'm good on. Plague Doctor one, yeah, like I said. Man at Arms one. What is the Man at Arms one? Oh, the Mirror Shield, I already got that. Alright, no one spoke up. I'm gonna lock in Gifted on Flagellant. Seems more impactful than Eldritch Slayer to me. Especially because I might consider taking this Flagellant to the Flesh fight. I still haven't decided for sure yet. And no one else has a disease. Okay, so let's think carefully about this lineup again. We got 15 speed here, which is insane. So we start off by doing Battle Ballad, Blight the back row, or stun the back row, stun something with Vestal. We can Bellow, get Riposte up, stun something. Next turn we solo. Then we can either Rampart, Crush or something. Then we Finale to the back. I think this team makes a lot of sense to me. The only other consideration again is trinkets. This seems like a no-brainer. This seems like a no-brainer. This seems like a no-brainer. We need scouting. Man-at-Arms, though. It would be nice to have some prot to start him off with, because that gives me the option to not have to guard all the time. There's also the consideration of Moonring, but because we have Battle Ballad going, Surgical, I think the 8% crit is going to be more impactful most of the time. Mirror Shield, don't really care about. Yeah, I don't think Flagellant is... I'm not as comfortable with Flagellant as some people. I think I was using him wrong the entire, like, first campaign I did really good on. Like, I always equipped Punish, Reign of Sorrows, Exsanguinate, and Reclaim. I never really used Redeem, but now, like, now I see others play. It seems like you skip Exsanguinate for Redeem because Exsanguinate can miss and then you're just kind of sad. And then with Redeem, you could kind of use him as a primary healer. I just kind of hate the debuffs it gives you. I'm definitely not... I think, yeah, Flagellant might be one of the more skill-intensive champs of the game. Definitely rewards you the most for understanding the game better and what the enemies do, and with the potential for dying and all that. Using him as a primary healer is not something I've really dabbled in. I usually have to follow him up with at least 2 other support healers. Okay, I think this team comp makes sense. Now let's think about anything we want to sell. I can't see myself ever using Bright Tambourine again, but maybe I do another farm submission if I'm back into a corner or something. And we do have a team for Wolf next week, right? Oh, fuck. If Man-at-Arms does... Yo, if Man-at-Arms does not come out of the Abbey next week, and we spawn Wolf, we're kind of fucked. Like, absolutely fucked. I should have thought about this a little bit better. I think that means we have to pop Man-at-Arms out of the Abbey. Oh, okay. A little bit of, yeah, and plus Plague Doctor can't even pray, so that's awkward too. Yeah, it's about time for Wolf to spawn. Yeah, it's a bummer. I might even want to pop Abomination out so I can put Plague Doctor there to stress heal. Where's my 8-bomb? Yeah, he can go anywhere. How much am I wasting here? 2k gold? Okay, I basically wasted like 4k gold. But it's fine. Gotta play around the worst case scenarios. We should have every skill we could possibly need as far as camps. We have everything unlocked, everyone. Am I ever going to consider Handle Light? Probably not. I definitely take Bonk for the crew, but I don't think we do Hand of Light ever. We just alternate stuns and bonking if we need to. Okay, well, guys, this is where my run ended last time, so let's see what happens. Gotta take everything here. No room for keys. Ooh, we gotta take a lot of the laudanums because of the Squiffy Gast. Might actually feel comfortable taking 3 more of these. One more shovel, why not? And if we are doing the crew this week, then I don't see when I'm ever using Toy Soldier ever. Maybe against the Hag. The riposte damage is actually going to be a little bit nice. Yeah, I'll keep that, I guess. Alright, guys. This will be the 3rd champion boss, I believe. We've done the Siren now, the Swine God, and now it is where I ended the run last time, on the way to the champion crew. Alright, let's do it. So we're leaving keys. Plenty of scales this run. Okay, should be good. Thanks, Pixel. Appreciate it. BRB.
While the greedy dogs slept off their revelry, I hexed their anchor with every twisted incantation I could muster, imbuing it with the weight of my ambition and my contempt for their crude extortion. At the witching hour, the anchor pulled with preternatural force, dragging craft and crew down into the depths. They must have cried out, but no sound escaped the swirling black waters.
Kaz's asks, is it ever worth farming virtue for the crew? I don't really see how you virtue farm in Champion, honestly. It's always worth, if you have the Crimson Court set for Highwayman, you might as well just slap it on him and hope he virtues from the anchor, maybe. But my preferred strategy is to dodge tank with Jesters, so you can alternate, you can stun the Anchorman the first turn, and then you solo up front with Jester, which will give him plus 30 dodge, plus 20 more dodge, and then the Anchorman's kind of never touching him. So you alternate between stunning the Anchorman every other turn, dodge tanking with Jester, and then you're kind of just chilling. This is a great map, by the way. Got a secret room. Hopefully we can find a key. This is very clearly the farthest room, so there's only 3 hallways that the Shambler could potentially spawn on. So that's pretty good. This is amazing first scout. Let's see how my dodge tank strat works for hallway battles here. This will be a little bit interesting. I've never played this comp before. This is just kind of theory crafting I had in the back of my head for a while. And this is why I brought the extra laudanums, but I could easily use all 9 laudanums in one fight against this guy. I'm almost considering just blighting, because this guy, I have not been able to stun this guy with Plague Doctor like once this campaign. It's a plus 60% chance, or 160% chance. I only have a 50-50% chance of stunning. No, I opted not to take any keys in favor of all items that help my survivability in this campaign. As it turns out, I didn't need as many shovels, but who knew how the dungeon could have been. NCAC, or CAC, first time chat, welcome to the stream, man. Are you confident in this challenge? I am reasonably confident. Like, I'll say this, if I had to bet my life on whether or not I would complete or fail this run, I would probably lean towards complete, but then again, it is a culmination of like a month of effort, so even the smallest chance of like losing makes me really nervous. Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, shame on me. Let's see if I get the 50-50. Okay, this time is actually worth it. Cool. Thank you, appreciate it, Gag. If I push... You know what, if I push him to the back, he uses Stumbling Scratch. And then she's always using... No. Bellow. Man-at-Arms is a very hard champ to play just because his first turn, he has so many things he wants to do. You can hit Bellow, you can guard, you can get riposte up, you can stun. There are too many good things he can do here. If I stun the Guardian, then I can reliably double blight these guys next turn, and that might be the best thing to do. If I hit Bellow, then Plague Doctor is guaranteed to get the blight down on them. And Bellow lasts for a while. Okay, he hit everyone, that's good. They have lowered dodge now as well, which is nice for the Squiffy Ghast. Okay, good. Or, okay, fine. Okay, so this is a cool bit of trivia, guys, but in case you didn't know, Squiffy Ghast has a unique interaction with Jester where, if possible, he will always target Jester for single target attacks, unless he does the cleave attack. So if I do solo here, then he could just dodge tank a lot of the Squiffy Ghast's moves.
Masterfully executed.
Okay, I actually don't want to... I was about to Rampart, but I actually don't want to do that because that will put Jester out of position 1, where he gets the most dodge from Tyrant's Fingerbow, which gives him plus 20 dodge in position 1. So I'm going to opt to just smack the Brawler here. And then let's stun the guy that could potentially guard. And then Jester should just like dodge everything, including the marked attacks. Yeah, so he should theoretically just dodge every single thing here. He doesn't have anything to do except for Finale here, though, which is kind of awkward, but I guess we should expect that. It's a guaranteed kill on the... Well... Should I go for this? Okay, we do get to stun the Shaman again, which is good. And now Jester can focus on stress heals. This guy's so hard to stun, it's just worth stunning this gun and then just crushing here. Which is pretty much guaranteed with the Battle Ballad and the Bellow combination, which I've never actually tried before, but it's pretty good. Unfortunately, she's probably going to get an extra stress attack out of us now. Yeah, that was the worst target for her to hit too. So I do have to pump some stress heal into him as much as possible. It's not quite dead.
Impressive.
Nice.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, Jester is actually so nice right now.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I kinda don't appreciate Jester that much because I only have one on my entire roster usually. Only a couple fights I really like him with, like the crew, but I can see the value with just how much raw stress heal he can put down. It does feel super nice. This guy had like 50 stress for a bit. Plus, this Jester has such good speed quirks, the debuffs from Finale kind of don't even phase him at all, which is kind of insane. There is a hallway battle coming up here. I think I'm gonna grab this Curio and then I'm still gonna try. I'm gonna not camp first. I'm gonna get this Curio. It's gonna help us until we need to camp. Because if I get it now, if I camp now and then touch this, then there's a chance my camp buffs don't last until the crew. And I do want to have Man-at-Arms dodge buff. Oh, look at this. Since I can't move the maps, I think it was name not loading that told me this. But if you can't move the map, you probably got a scout. So this may be a critical scout here, which is nice. Anyway, we're just hitting him twice every turn to prevent stall penalties. And popping up Man-at-Arms protection for the next fight too. Okay, he's dead in 2 turns. Now we get Battle Ballad up because we have a battle coming up. That'll be super nice. Do I care more about protection or stress heal? I think the stress heal from this. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Train of stress heal. Very nice to see that. Okay, there is a potential hallway battle for Shambler to spawn, I see. Again, a reminder, if we see a key drop, then we're going to want a key. That'll be super helpful in maintaining our gold. Our main damage dealer is Man-at-Arms, so get this on him. Trap, disarm, hopefully Vestal just hits it. Good. And now see, because we hit Battle Battle in the last turn, we still have plus speed and accuracy for 2 rounds. And we still have plus 30% protection on Man-at-Arms for 1 round, so that's really nice. I was a little bit iffy on the combination of Jester doing dodge tanking with Vestal in rank 2. My initial comp that I had, where I actually lost the week 87 run, was Vestal, Vestal, Jester, Highwayman, Man-at-Arms. So I basically replaced Highwayman with Jester here, with Plague Doctor. And I think that's a lot smarter because that helps control the room battles a lot easier. And then she can put a fair amount of damage in against the crew as well, so. opinion on corpse not disappearing from Blight Crit in DD2. Personally, I think it was annoying, but yeah, I kind of enjoy the mechanic. It's definitely a unique mechanic that you can play around. But I'm sure if they did, I'm gonna assume honestly that if they removed it, then there was a balance reason. It probably would have been too easy because that is very common on your team usually in DD2, and especially with some of the torchlights like Corpse Light, where the corpses turn into worms. Maybe it was specifically balanced around that even, because that kind of trivializes that torchlight, I would say. Like, right? That mode would be so easy if you could just use dots to clear corpses. Good thing we had a little bit of prot on. Actually, no, he actually lost his prot before he got hit, but that's fine. Okay, let us figure out who we want to protect here. We definitely want to protect someone. Who would it be most annoying to get pulled forward? I think Vestal. Then again, Plague Doctor has the lowest health, but she kind of can't die to 2 crit. Even if she got crit twice, she wouldn't die. Getting pulled forward twice would be kind of annoying, though. It's still kind of annoying already. I should have done the other way. Having Vestal get pulled forward kind of screws up my plan. I might actually have to pass turn here. Finale gives dodge for... Wait, I mean Solo gives dodge for 3 rounds? Okay, he should be fine. I'm curious if he's ever going to take a single hit, to be honest. Now we can finale. I think these guys in the back are more annoying. This guy has effectively 13 health, this guy has 18 health, so... Or I could kill this one. Again, I don't want to get pulled.
Obliterated.
Oof.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life
It's actually a little bit awkward here. At least Plague Doctor can't die no matter what happens, so... I could just solo again, what the hell? But no, I want to stack Battle Ballad for the next fight coming up.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Perfect.
The flesh is knit. Continue the onslaught.
I guess he had too much crit there. I kind of didn't want that to happen necessarily. Okay, 2 room battles. We might camp after this room then. But we do have some. We do have like a couple battle bouts stacked up here, which is nice. Probably not going to need as many laudanum though. By this point. Let's be safe. Actually, with Jester, the laudanum really doesn't even matter, but you know what? I'll still keep it.
Behold,
Champion Shambler. Okay.
of the stars.
In this scenario, oh god, I wish I had Retribution. Fuck, I didn't put on Retribution. God damn it. This is going to be quite challenging. I actually might want to just retreat and camp and then redo this fight, if I'm being honest. I really don't have the skills to deal with this fight. I wasn't thinking. I really was not thinking enough about this. There's like no shot I can even stun here. Okay, it's not the end of the world. It looks pretty bad, but now that we know the Shambler's there, we can actually prepare for it. One fight, two fights, three fights. We might not have enough camp buffs to last to the boss if there's a hallway battle here, but we'll have to deal with that.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
I might even want to risk nighttime ambush, I'm thinking. Since Man Arms is going to be our main source of damage against the Shambler, Tiger's Eye is going to make a lot of sense. To also maintain equipment, percent damage versus accuracy and crit. And protection as well. The accuracy is going to be a lot more helpful versus the tentacles. Oh, come on. Sucks. Maybe it doesn't suck. Maybe it actually gives us a chance to get battle belt buffs going against the Shambler.
Precision and power.
Wow, it sucks.
Death waits.
It's already a
for
bad
the
start.
slightest lapse in concentration.
Really?
How quickly the tide turns.
What a horrible sequence of events that happened to me here.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Are you kidding me?
Anger
Okay.
is power. Unleash it.
Like, what have I done to myself? That's true, I did get a virtue right before the crew boss, but my biggest concern is Shambler. I'm not that once I get to the crew boss, I'm not really concerned about the boss fight. It's mainly about Shambler.
A decisive pummeling.
We really want to stall as long as possible here. Oh, no, 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 no. Not like this. Okay. We're okay. He's dead. Okay.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory. The blood quickens. Grievous injury, palpable fear.
Did you have to roll first? Come on. I didn't get the warning yet. What are the odds that... I don't know why the stall mechanics have not come in yet. Are there stall mechanics in nighttime ambush? I kind of just have to kill here. Or I summon the night. Maybe it's worth actually summoning reinforcements. The stress would be bad, but reinforcements would not be terrible.
Compassion is a rarity.
That's bad.
In the fevered pitch of battle.
Okay, at least...
This expedition at least promises success.
Nighttime ambush was so unlucky. Okay, let's get our skills for the Shambler. Bolster. We're not going to do any dodge tanking, or... I think Finale's a trap versus the Shambler. You really don't want a Finale most of the time, I feel like. He takes so much... Well, he is... And again, he is virtued. I don't really know if I want to shovel my party that much. I'm gonna opt not to shuffle my party here and see what happens. Because sometimes only 2 people get shuffled, and if you mess up your team in the worst order, like, it's pretty bad. Oh, that was the worst thing! Like, the 2 people... Why? I would love to get... I need to get the riposte up on Man-at-Arms. Fuck! Okay. This run is not looking that great. It's the damn Shambler.
dizzying blow to body and brain. The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
We are gonna have to get virtues if we're gonna survive this kind of.
Rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Might actually kind of have to rely on virtues here. We still have a little bit left in our battle ballad. This is actually a good shuffle for us.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Damn, he really resisted that? Really?
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Really? Okay.
A singular strike. The ground quakes. Exposed to a killing blow.
At least he can dodge tank in rank 1. I gotta get damage down on the Shambler. Hopefully they just target Jester or Mana Arms is gonna be my hope here. I only have 2 Holy Waters left. It's a lot of Blight.
Annihilated.
People are barely avoiding Affliction right now. That's the one guy I did not want. Oh! Oh! Ah.
In the face of chaos, but not this one. Not today.
Good shuffle? Oh, not great shuffle, but still. Ooh, to battle ballad or to stress heal her here. Or move forward 2 so that you can do something. Somehow, something is happening, guys. I think we're kind of making something work here. Probably just gonna rampart forward this turn. The guard is wearing off though. Stalwart. What does Stalwart do? Does that give me HP? Stalwart reduces own stress by 15. Okay. Doesn't really matter. He has no more protection. I do kind of want to get him to the position where he can start doing some of his better moves. I feel like I'd rather do direct damage on the Shambler and control the tentacles with Blight. And then hopefully he shuffles up into a favorable position, even though it means Vestal might afflict. This is going to be a very difficult turn here. Vestal afflicting is the biggest thing, but maybe I can even heal her affliction off with a couple fights. Who knows? Now that Shambler's out of the picture after this, potentially. 7 to 13 damage on the Shambler would be pretty nice. But also... Okay, glad he targets that. No! That's what I wanted to avoid.
Even the agent Oak
Didn't get the guard up in time.
Tempest's winds.
Shambler's dead.
The space between worlds is no place for mortal men.
If he attacks, Vestal could just yell at him.
Sedated. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
I mean, 2 virtues is pretty good. This gives me some hope here. food.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Kinda just want to stick Jester back here and stress heal now. These two. You definitely need the Tentacle Idol so you don't you have a better chance of not afflicting. I don't need... now I can take Riposte off for Bellow. I'm just gonna keep you here, then maybe just bonk. Or do I actually want to go for the other strategy again? Maybe. Why not? Gotta make sure he doesn't afflict. It's fine. Wait, what? Bro, if you're refracted, you can target stealth enemies? That's the only thing she... Refracted ignores stealth? Guys. What? Oh, okay. Fat lot of good that did.
Green ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
Okay, she's screwed now. I can literally just stall on her. This is actually a pretty good team comp to kind of stall on. We could do this fight for quite a while. Like, these two are not going anywhere, kind of.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
No! Okay, good.
Inspiration and improvement.
We could almost, like, infinitely stall on this fight. Is that in 2 turns?
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Do stall rewards come with size 2 enemies? I'm not sure they do. I've heard that they don't. Oh boy. Good thing I have laudanum. I did not know. How does she apply?
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
We're almost there, baby. Almost there. Okay, okay. Oh. No yelling, good. Oh! Oh! Bro!
A time to perform beyond.
Yeah, I know he's gonna lose his virtue soon, so got 1 stressing on him. How long can we possibly like delay this? It looks like there's no stall penalties coming, period. And now no one's yelling, so we're kind of just chilling. Wow, this is the most insane stall I've ever done in my whole life. I'll be honest with you. I have never quite stalled like this before. Okay, well guys, this... I don't know if you guys are entertained by this at all, but I am pretty much like locked in here. I've never taken stalling to its logical maximum conclusion like this in a size 2 enemy. Like, the Uka Crab is like the perfect enemy to stall on with this comp when you have Battlefield Medicine. Like, holy crap. It's so good. Thanks for understanding, guys. After all this, the Shambler, like, we gotta utilize our luck as much as possible. Thanks to these 2 virtues, we survived escaping the Shambler, camping, and then fighting him again on purpose. Like, man, that is never... I've done that with spiders, but not with the Shambler. I mean, that's pretty crazy, man. Damn. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I don't think I'm gonna bother with Plague Doctor. I'm not really worried about her at all. I'm just gonna get Jester and Man-at-Arms to their reasonable stress level. kind of like autopilot now. I'm glad he's not going for title stamps, which could actually get us out of position, which would be pretty bad. Okay, well, he tried.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Nice, he's resisting every move there. Every move attempt. Plague Doctor is just being himself, being the best Plague Doctor she can be.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Uka Crab is my savior. Oh my god, I love Uka Crab. My brother. I love you. This is the most important Uka Crab that anyone has ever encountered in the history of Darkest Dungeon, probably. There's never been a more impactful Uka Crab in anyone's run in history. Okay. The fun train might end here.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade.
Fair enough. Cannot complain about that. That was a thing of beauty. What else can I say? That was simply a thing of beauty. Holy crap, okay. Time to lock in again. We even had a lot. Like, since when does Vestal apply horror when she lashes out? That has to be a refracted specific interaction. Okay, I gotta write all this shit down that happened before I forget. Ran into Shambler with really bad skills, had to retreat and camp to try again, but got a really bad ambush. Got 2 virtues in this Shambler fight while Vestal afflicted. The next fight versus Uka Crab allowed Jester to heal off all stress from Vestal and Man-at-Arms over like an insane amount of rounds. Oh, my team come with a PD, Jester, Vestal, Man-at-Arms, Cove, Champion, Crew 3. Oh, okay, moving on. In the future, when the entirety of society is based around DD1, like my Excel Google spreadsheet will be like the Rosetta Stone. No, I'm just playing. I should have crushed here, actually. I already have more than enough speed to outspeed these things. And plus we have 2 virtues for the crew fight to just, like, completely trivialize it. Like, what the hell? It's totally unnecessary, but it happened. So, I guess I have to backtrack on the question that someone else asked earlier. Someone asked me if it's worth virtue farming, and I said no, but maybe it is a viable strategy against specific fights like Uga Crab. That's like a little tip for you veteran players out there. You can farm virtues off Uga Crab, apparently. Or at least reset afflictions, if you want to try for that. So, Refract overrides normal lash out? Good to know, Topaz. I missed the question earlier. White Jebel Reldon, when do you stop hunting for Portraits Bust Sigils? Once I get all the districts that I need. The only one I might try to go for now is the Athenaeum and the Cartographer's Camp, but if I don't get them, then I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay, let's try to kill this one. Perfect. Aw, you buffed a little snail. Well, unfortunately, you have a pretty good defense. I can't even one-shot this thing with Finale. Alright, I guess I'll just literally move you back. Boom, baby. So many interactions I never knew about, like the refracting allowing you to hit stealth targets is kind of insane. I love that they added that. That's a really like cool niche interaction. And then yeah, refracted overriding horror, like overriding effects to apply horror every time. That's really good to know. Well, it's not that helpful. You either have Laudanum or you don't, right? But still, it's interesting. So this should be like the easiest crew of my entire life, right?
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
I could end this dungeon with no stress on anyone, thanks to Jester. Jester is kind of goated. Kind of coming around on Jester. Oh, oops, wait. 2 weeks return. I think I've been doing that.
A momentary abatement.
I do want to get one battle in as well. So let's hit here. Actually, I kind of gotta kill him now. Oh well, no battle.
Be wary.
Our camp buffs are gone anyway because of the
Triumphant
nighttime
pride
ambush.
precipitates a dizzying fall.
We did not get a scout, unfortunately. Kind of makes me want to put Incision on Plague Doctor. Even though she can't really do anything. The only thing I'm thinking about is if I get surprised against like a drowned thrall, the exploding guy. I get shuffled and then he gets protected. I might be kind of screwed over. There's no one fight I'm super afraid of right now. It's should be pretty straightforward. Okay. Boss time! With 2 virtues. Let's see how that goes. I could literally just sit Vestal. Like, oh yeah, I just sit Jester in the front rank every time. Like, what the hell? I don't even want Finale here. There's no point. I could literally use this fight to stress heal. Alright, sorry. Hold your suspense. I gotta take a quick bathroom break. So I've redeemed myself from the last week 87 run. Just by virtue of getting to the boss, because that's where I lost that campaign. You're probably better off with the protection actually, since Man-at-Arms is kind of chilling. Okay. Perfect team. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's get her done. Did I? Okay, yeah, I took that. Good.
Shouts his orders, and the crew obeys.
Really? You went that quickly? You have a speed of 2, my man. You have a speed of 2. Oh my god. Alright. Fine. Gotta be a little bit careful with his HP here. Next turn I guard Jester. Oh, come on. Actually, there's no need to stun this guy, seeing as Jester just cheeses the entire fight. Okay, that we gotta be careful of. Alright, now we're safe. Fuck yeah. 22 riposte. This is why I was thinking to myself, I do not need Highwayman, because if I can just pump up Man-Arm's riposte damage with Plague Doctor, then it doesn't matter. Yeah, sorry buddy. Nothing's gonna change for you. We are chilling till the end of time. You... What? Where's your dodge? I actually didn't want you to dodge that one. That's so funny that he didn't dodge the attack and he dodged the thing I wanted him to tank. How does this mechanic work with the Anchor Man? Hold on a second, I actually have to look up this mechanic. What if you guard someone and they get targeted with Anchor Man? I've never had that interaction come up before. Should I try guarding the Gesture for Science here just to see what happens? I mean, I don't want him to get hit by another bleed attack anyway. I'm kind of curious what's going to happen here. But I also do want to stun this thing if I can. Okay, so we're going to see what happens. Interesting. Okay, that's not really what we wanted to happen, unfortunately. It's actually pretty unfortunate that that's how it works. But now you guys know. So he could actually afflict, which would be annoying. But still, it's not gonna be in the world. How much did he take? Okay, he's just afflicted next turn. Okay, that's unfortunate.
Self-preservation is paramount, at any cost.
Well, I hope it was worth it. But it wasn't. It was not worth trying for science. You're fine on your own. You are literally on your own, man. Maybe I'll put the holy water on him. Oh yeah, now you dodge it. You might actually need the holy water in this case. Man-Arms does not have the idol. We camped that off. Or maybe I'm... Oh. The Tentacle Idol doesn't really do anything at this point. He's never going to die from HP. If he does die, it'd be from heart attack.
Finally, a sailor's death for captain and crew. Fitting.
You know what, guys? I'm proud of myself and the ability to take a team I completely theory crafted in my head without looking at anyone else's teams. Never played this team in my life. The theory did work out. I was flexible enough to change the skills around for Shambler. I really played my ass off to the best of my ability this time. And I redeemed myself on my last failed run here. So, pretty happy with the results. Now I'm just trying to find a key so that we can maybe get some secret room loot. And if there's more fights, I'll try more fights. Maybe I can heal, get another Uka Crab and heal this Affliction off in case Wolf spawns next turn. I can take this Man-at-Arms. And Jester wouldn't be bad to have for Wolf as well. I have a feeling he's going to spawn next week because it's been so long and there's no events scheduled next week. Okay, here's a potential fight. The Thrall. Wow. My last run fell to my last run just fell to 4 groupers. Like, they literally just crit Highwayman a bit too many times, and before I could heal or guard him, he just died to a fat grouper crit. It was very sad slash kind of dumb on my part. And I was kind of in a rush that day too. I was like, let me knock out the champion crew dungeon and get off to my party or whatever. And yeah, maybe I wasn't thinking hard enough. I took Dark Bracer on Highwayman instead of the whatchamacallit, the Mooncloak, which I think was also a really bad idea. Yeah, that was really sad. But it was the champion crew dungeon that happened on.
Sedated. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
That's what's up. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Alright, we're fishing for a key. Don't need portraits. I'm actually fishing for an Uka Crab. I'd rather run into an Uka Crab than the key. Uka Crab is my savior. Wouldn't be possible without this exact lineup too.
beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I did say I want to try to maybe go for the Athenaeum. Athenium. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna have enough time though. Let's go for this fight and see what that is. It'd be nice if Wolf spawns. I would like to be able to take Jester in that quest. Although I haven't traditionally taken Jester to Wolf, it does seem like a good idea if my only available man-arms is going to be kind of stressed. YouTube could both use some better quirks. Actually, Beast Haters, no, these are actually pretty nice for what I want to do with them. I think you could get some better quirks. Hopefully not, Real Explorer. That's fine. I will take him to the Hag fight probably, so that could get some value in the wield. There's a chance that she might not be guarded by Man-at-Arms if he is going to be acting crabby. So let's put some protection on her. Ooka crab! Ooka ook. Yeah, let's just start early. My lord and savior, Ooka Crab. My kingdom for an Ooka Crab. That's not very nice, actually. Oh, it's fine. Gotta kill her first. You're not making this easy, man. Alright, prepare for some very boring, long stalling here. Oh, this is the same formation we saw last time, too. Alright, get it out of your system while you can.
A momentary abatement.
Good. Okay, gotta do some shuffling here. Everyone just move one step to the back. Make way for the man-at-arms. Okay. Everyone move one step to the back. Make way for the Vestal. Actually, you don't really care about me. Wow, you do need to heal sometimes. Okay, glad I don't have to do the shuffle again.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
There she blows. No, these... Okay, Jester is the next priority. I would love to have a Jester available for next week. I mean, we might as well just do
The
everyone.
wounds of war can be
Sorry,
but never
we're doing it.
hidden.
I mean, we had the luck of finding an Uka crab on the last scouted fight. How insane is that? And we get to utilize the knowledge we just gained from this dungeon? Like, it's so crazy how much you're still learning every single campaign. Nice, that's why I wasn't worried about you. Imagine trying to do this without Plague Doctor though, just having 30-point bleeds.
Soothed, sedated.
Realistically, I could just, after this fight, just hit up the secret room and kind of leave, I guess. Alright, I'm like...
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Yeah, I'd like to leave this dungeon with no stress if possible. So I won't push my luck, probably. Yeah, well, if you want maximum min-maxing, then you'd probably just play Endless Harvest for like a year
Wounds of
and get
war
infinite
can
gold,
be healed,
infinite shards to make
never
infinite
hidden.
trades. But that's where I draw the line, is abusing infinite Endless Harvest. This I am perfectly okay with taking advantage of.
The wounds of war can
I'm sure
be
even
healed.
Math Jack would be okay with this. Like, he's the one player I know who's doing this challenge that won't even stall even a little bit in, like, non-champion dungeons. But this is a champion dungeon, so he'd probably even be okay with this. I think it would not, Penetrator would not be trivialized, the Endless Harvest abuse, if you intended to make deaths in Endless Harvest count, because that's actually pretty difficult. But if you're just not counting deaths in Endless Harvest, that's kind of like completely free, right? Alright, BRB, I'm gonna start preheating my oven to make dinner after I get done with this dungeon here.
A momentary abatement.
Alright, he's on the clock. And our stress is fully healed. Did he get increased blight chance from his crit buff? I never actually paid attention to that either.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
I could actually literally just backtrack and just leave with the secret room loot. Do I even want to backtrack? No, let's walk forward because... yeah, no, screw it. Shovel or... no, shovel doesn't really matter because we can just fill up our loot in the secret room, so if there is a eerie coral or something, this would be nice. Backtracking is a lot more stress than just walking like this. Yeah, that was very lucky. Like, with luck like that, really gotta take advantage of it, right? That was super, super good for us. I might just forget the secret room and just leave like this. The secret room doesn't give you, like, great shit. The blood is kind of needed for the infection ramping up. I did say crests are kind of what I want right now too. Just leave while everyone is at 0 stress. Perfect. Alright, so in the notes we're going to say... did end up with Man-at-Arms afflicting during crew fight due to having to guard Jester. Was able to find an Uka crab on last scouted hallway fight and heal off all stress from entire team. Bam. And now we're on week 80. Oh, and we have to update our Shambler kill counts. I kind of had to in a sense, because if the crew had to hit Jester with the crit bleed attack, then, which he already got hit by at least once, then he could actually have just died there. So I kind of want to say I had to do that. Just to, because Man-at-Arms afflicting wouldn't end the run, I know, but Jester failing to dodge a crit attack would have. Alright, so we're on 80 plus weeks now, 9 Shamblers. I could say that was 8 out of 9. I've beaten 8 out of 9 Shamblers, kinda, but I killed the same Shambler, right? So I have not let any Shamblers escape so far, in a sense.
In truth, I cannot tell how much time has passed.
Imagine
since I said
escaping a
that murder.
Shambler and still being able to proceed with the run after fighting him again. Okay, we actually did not get the... we actually didn't... oh, what the fresh hell is this? So Wolf did not spawn. Still have 1 focus ring at least. I was even thinking to myself, if Wolf had spawned and I had this Man-at-Arms with 30 stress, I might have had to slap like Dark Crown on him to reduce stress and increase some chance of rolling Virtue. But luckily I don't have to worry about that. Because the crew is kind of... oh, you know what? The Shrieker. Is it time for the Shrieker? Oh, that's kind of making me nervous. The Shrieker is not something to be trifled with. So, just so you guys have some history, historically I've taken a team like this against the Shrieker. Like, this exact team, I have played against the Shrieker many times. You get some mark value, if you can even land the mark on Shrieker. And then they all have mark synergy, plus Highwayman gets to get a lot of riposte damage in. But I'm not sure this time. I'm thinking of trying something else. What if I do 2 Highwaymen that have Eldritch Hater? Slap like the Hellion there, who has both Beast Hater and Eldritch Hater? That's so much damage. And then I slap a Vestal in the back. One of these Highwaymen is on guard too, so I know he's going first. So he goes like this. I riposte these guys twice. Then these guys are chilling here. Like using Wicked Slice or something. And Vestal is just healing in the back. No, I'm going for the kill on Shrieker because... Oh, you know what? I did call this challenge all bosses, but my intention is actually to kill all boss. Do I even have room for that in the title? Because I've historically called this challenge kill all boss, I actually intend to kill all the bosses, which means killing the Shrieker herself. I need to free up one character to fit a space for kill all boss. I guess I can remove the 80, the plus from 80. Okay, so kill all boss. Oh, I need one more character. I guess I can change Death Door check to what Death Blow resist. No, I kind of want to free up a character still. Okay, I'll remove the colon from World First. Wouldn't it be better to have a Jester instead of Vestal for accuracy? So that's the other thing. I had written down some notes for this potential comp. The other comp I was considering was Jester for the more consistent accuracy. You can either debuff the dodge on the Shrieker or buff up your team's accuracy with Jester, and then Finale kind of makes sense too, right? So that's one consideration. So let me check what I had written down actually. I kind of forgot what I was thinking. Where's my tab? I had written down Jester, Vestal, Highwayman, Hellion. Okay, the other thing I wrote down was getting the Flesh's Heart before taking on the Shrieker. Because this trophy would make the Shrieker a lot easier. So hold on, what did I say? I said Jester, Vestal, Highwayman, Hellion is another potential option. I do still feel like I need a Vestal for some safety, for some healing. Like, I can't confirm for sure, but I think that the Peck in Torchless can probably hit for at least 30 damage, at least, and apply a bleed. So top that with some, like, yeah, that's pretty risky. Can Man-at-Arms work too, since you give accuracy and crit? Yes, but he's not contributing much damage like Jester is. Jester's Finale can be, you know, a lot of damage for the last, the round. Man-at-Arms is basically doing no damage. Like, he's probably missing every riposte, and the ripostes are hitting for, like, 3 to 4 damage. I do feel like Hellion definitely belongs on this team, because she's a combination of Eldritch Hater and Slugger and Beast Slayer, where it gives her plus accuracy, and she has plus damage from Rabies. If I hit, like, a crit bleed out on the Crow, it's kind of over. So I'm kind of excited about that idea. She also has Beast Hater. So I would do a team like this, yeah. I start with, you know, Battle Ballad, Riposte, Heal, or, oh, maybe not. Probably be better like this. Because it's only 4 rounds, so start with Battle Ballad. This way Vestal gets better targeted heal on round 2. So round 1 Riposte, round 2 I think would be Tracking Shot for extra accuracy and damage during the riposte, which I think is worth it. Then we either open with Iron Swan or Bleed Out, depending on where the Shrieker actually is. And then at some point we go solo for plus 75% damage Finale. And then so this would have to be done in round 3, because the Shrieker leaves at the end of round 4. So round 3 I do, yeah, Finale. I probably Battle Ballad twice. I solo, then Finale, Fade, and then get Riposte up again, and then I have to hit Iron Swan. So I would take these skills. I kind of want Adrenaline Rush as well. If it bleeds, can hit in every rank. But she's not as likely to die. Yeah, I was above 50 when you got here. Oh, 50 weeks? Yeah, we've definitely come a long way. I think even though we're 7 weeks behind our record run, we're actually progressed farther than we were at my last week 87 run, because we have not retreated at all, basically. We only had 3 retreats. How many goals do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus the Guardian. That's 12. So we have 12 weeks left to do. That gives us 8 weeks to kind of chill out for a bit. So I do want the Flesh's Heart, I think, before I take on Shrieker. I think that would be a smart thing to do. Right? And then I can also use this quest to kind of reset the quests if I ever don't like them. Let's take a look at my comp for the Countess. It's because I was able to get Jester and Mana Arms to low stress. Well, not this one, but the other one. I can actually do the Countess this week. That blocks Wolf for another week as well. I have to give Wolf... God, I really hope he actually spawns. Like, before I started streaming, there was one all bosses run I had where Wolf didn't spawn until like week 100 after I beat the final boss. But if that happens, I won't count against myself, you know? It's like... I'll kill Wolf when he does spawn in that case, and I'll call it a day. That's not my fault. Yeah, so it's all bosses, right, including mini-bosses, so the Guardian is also going to be a part of that. And I have plenty of time to do that, too. I could even farm multiple trinkets off her, or sell them. I'm probably going to use the Guardian quest to get some people to level 6 that are still level 5, honestly. But I do have to take level 6s to the Countess, because this is a level 6 dungeon, so if you take a level 5, they're taking a lot of extra... They're taking like 25 extra stress or something crazy. Tone Deaf and Light Sensitive make her a bad candidate here. So this is my only other level 6 Vestal. And then it's going to be Shieldbreaker as my preferred damage dealer, because Shieldbreaker has the armor pen, whereas Hellion and Flagellant do not. I know a lot of people love Flagellant in the Crimson Court. I've probably never taken Flagellant to the court once. I'm not a big fan of him there. His damage is his DOT damage is a little bit too slow in my opinion. Clatter, Hardskin Creek Reflexes. Oblitomania kind of screws with some of the curios though, so no. I'll just take this one with good crooks all around. Hot to Trot, Slugger. Very nice. Stout. Whatever. Alright. Let's see how we itemize for this. My Countess strategy is a dodge heavy comp, so I don't want to give minus stun resist to Mana Arms though. Let's see what I would do here. Bright Tambourine could make some sense, but I think we should be fine. Bear Sense on that Jester might make sense. Back when I was an intermediate player, the 1 or 2 times that I did have someone die versus the Countess was usually Jester, so I'm gonna opt for some extra protection on him. Hasn't happened in a long time though. Because we have extra accuracy coming from Jester, maybe the... Oh, you know what? I can't bring this set here because it makes Shieldbreaker can't be guarded, which kind of sucks. You know, like Garlic on the Mana Arm seems pretty good here. If he's going to be guarding Masonry, he can save on a lot of provisions. It's definitely going to be Spectral Spear Tip, and then I'm thinking probably then either the Surgical Gloves or probably just the Focus Ring. Or actually, why not just the Mercurial Salve? So we have actually coming from Jester here, and she has Hot to Trot for the first round. So this should just be fine. it's super extra damage. Plus 15%, plus 25%. That would make sense to me. And then the last thing on Vestal, probably dodge, I want to say. But if she gets stunned by a whatchamacallit, it's pretty bad. The Chevaliers. But I'm one of the crowd of flag on yard. Yeah, interesting. I probably could experiment with that, but I'm going to play with what I'm comfortable with for the current campaign. 5% miss? Yeah, this doesn't matter against the Countess, right? Because she's literally the only target. That's why I really don't care about this. And it gives her some extra... The main thing is the max HP. Like, the max HP is what really sells this. Like, it gives her a fair amount of protection. Yeah, I might just have to do Camo Cloak. Maybe... Okay, if we do have Overture Box, I think Camo Cloak is kind of fine on Jester as well. And then maybe even... since the Man-at-Arms already has stun resist, naturally. Does the Countess do anything with stun? Let me double check. The Countess reduces stun resist, so she must have a stun. Yeah, I kind of remember she had a stun. She has a Throes of Ecstasy, which is 140% stun chance. I cannot let her stun me at all, because I can't let the guard fall off of Shieldbreaker. So this gives Man-at-Arms... Naturally, he has... Okay, not quite enough stun resist. I actually have to slap either the Wilbur's Flag or the Mirror Shield on them. Oh, you know what? Perfect. I forgot I had Wilbur's Flag already. So this would be... This on Vestal will give her a nice amount of stun, or dodge, and then... Yeah, we slap Camel Cloak on Jester, and then you can take Mirror Shield instead of the gloves. And then we're kind of chilling. That puts our stun chance to 135, so even if she crits, she only has a 15% chance of stunning, and I'm kind of just okay with that. Yeah. Shuffling does not affect any of the main... Like, the main skills are just heals, guard, and pierce. So the shuffling does not really affect much on this team. I can pretty much just ignore the shuffle mechanic for the most part. I just have to make sure that Vestal is in a position where she can heal. And everyone has ability to jump forward, so... See, the thing is, Giraffe, you just talked about shuffling, right? So it's like, Flagellant is terrible if he's shuffled in that fight, I feel like. Plus, the Countess just kind of clears bleeds and has high bleed resist to begin with, so I kind of really don't like that strat. And then, if you have Vestal, then you kind of have to alternate Crusader, PD, and like sometimes Flagellant has to skip hitting Countess to heal someone, right? It's just my natural line of thought. Because one Divine Comfort from Vestal is like all three of those characters' heals combined in a sense, so I don't know. I'm still liking the idea of my team a lot more. But I haven't tried it. This could be something to try though. I will keep an open mind when it comes to that kind of stuff, but not for this current campaign. Alright, yeah, alright, I gotta grab dinner. It's like pretty freaking late now. Let's see if we can raid out here. And thank you so much, guys, for tuning in today. Got a lot of people playing tonight, okay. Who's doing like a challenge or something? A lot of VTubers out. Let's see. Alright, you know what? Eeny, meeny, miny. Alright, just rate this. Yeah, thank you Panatron, thank you Pixel, thank you Giraffe, and everyone else I haven't mentioned. I will be back on later tonight, after dinner, a little break. And if I don't see you, have yourselves a good night. I'll see you next time. We're nearing the end of the run here, guys. It's looking pretty good.